your favorite bodybuilding judge is back on the channel. Here's Tyler Mannion, head judge of bodybuilding and vice president of the IFBB, one of the men who runs the business. He is going to explain to us in detail, in the interest of transparency, why Tonin beat Miguel. And why Brando came in third, Blessing fourth, and all that. I watched a boring English video all the way through, and I'll translate it for you. When the crazy judge speaks,
crazy good,
I'll show his picture, and mine when I speak. He begins by saying it's been an exciting, thrilling show between these two. They brought their best, and this is the best he's seen from both. Both have improved, and the show featured two very different physiques. We start with the front double biceps, and here he starts by saying Michael. What do you mean, Michael, man?
Michael, the front of a biceps.
I believe it's called KRIZO. Well, it's the same. Michael has improved a lot in this pose. He has huge arms. His waist has gotten a bit smaller. He has dramatic improvements in his legs. In size, in separation, everything has increased. A very balanced pose. Yes, honestly, KRIZO in this pose is incredible. Now, the fact that his waist is like the trunk of a sequoia from Yellowstone Park is another topic, right? Tonio has good arms, a fine detailed waist, great quadriceps, wide and pumped, good separation. We can see here the size difference between the two men. KRIZO is broader, although Tonio has better shape. The pose goes to KRIZO. 0 to 1. Well, yes, honestly, I agree. KRIZO's pose is insane. The front lat spread was an important pose. Tonio has improved his chest density a lot, which used to be one of his weaknesses. His lats flare out to the sides. Very slim, detailed waist. His quads are big and well separated. The arms and legs flow with the pose, just the kind of flow Tyler likes. Let's move on to Michael. His legs are very good, big arms and shoulders. He has made minor improvements to his pose, but still isn't doing it as well as he could. He doesn't flare his lats, likely due to flexibility. When he positions his hands like that, his chest flattens. Even though he's bigger than Tonio, Tonio wins because of his presentation and waist shape. 1 to 1. Well, yes, honestly, Michael KRIZO's posing has improved a lot, but it's still disastrous because of flexibility issues. You'll see what the judge says later. Next pose, side chest. A very strong pose for him. He could pose it a bit better. If he kept his shoulders more level, he would show his width better. Amazing arms and shoulders. Dense chest. The legs from the side have improved. The hamstring, the glute, the detail. A lot of muscle in this pose. For me, KRIZO still has the same glute as a standing dog, but oh well. He's been training it, and listen to me. After much criticism, it's grown. Tonio has improved his side hamstrings in this pose, although he could have more. His chest has improved, and his shoulders and arms looked good and detailed. They looked good and detailed. He has to make sure to keep his midsection flat in this pose. On top of that, they're going to criticize Tonio's midsection, just wait, okay? But not KRIZO's. He concludes KRIZO wins due to the size difference, and I agree. In this pose, they seemed evenly matched, but I would have narrowly favored KRIZO in my analysis. Next pose. Next back double biceps. Mikal improved how he hits it. The arms are positioned incorrectly. He should work on his external rotation so that his back looks better and denser. His legs have improved from the back, and so has his glute. He could do a better job making sure everything is contracted in this pose. Great improvements. I mean, he kinda lost the muscle connection a bit and sometimes stopped flexing his legs and glute, And yeah, the mobility issue. This guy can't even scratch his back anymore. He can't even scratch his shoulder, not even his neck. Bro, start stretching. Don't mess up a competition because of this. Tonio, his back pose has always been really strong. Arms and shoulders look great. They flow with the back. The back has good density and depth, and now it's wider. In the lower body, the legs, glutes, everything fits together. He has improved the size of his hamstrings and calves. He's getting better in this pose to make it one of the strongest in the Pro League. Clear pose for him. 22. Absolutely, I already said it. For me, Tonio, in some poses like this one and the abs and legs pose, is an old school bodybuilder. He's bringing something very interesting back to Lopez. Lat spread. Again, for Tonio, it's a very strong pose. His lats have become wider. Very good density and depth. The lower body is well conditioned. Mika was hitting this pose better than before, but as you can see, it's not symmetrical. He has a lot of thickness in his traps, but you don't see the same depth or density that you would if he posed it better. And if he could flare his lats. He has work to do on this pose, and Tonio is very strong, so the pose goes to him. 32. Of course, KRIZO needs to learn how to spread his wings and take off. If muscle tightness were a person... Next pose, side triceps. Mikal has huge arms and shoulders. His chest looks a bit flat here. He poses it much better. He looks wide from shoulder to shoulder. The side leg looks big, defined, and balanced with the upper body. He does a good job keeping his abs tight. Even though he has a wider waist, he kept it throughout the whole show. Well, yes, it's one of the few times KRIZO has controlled the beer barrel he calls a waist. You have to give him that. Tonio is pulling off this pose better than before. He just has to remember to tighten his lower abs more so it doesn't stick out. Depending on where Tonio was on stage, he didn't turn all the way and didn't show his width. I think he also needs more hamstring in this pose, and it goes to KRIZO because of the difference in muscularity. 33. Here I disagree with Tyler Valen. I like Tonio's much more. I think the midsection, even if it sticks out a little, is fine. It looks half as wide as KRIZO's, and I think it's also quite dense and aesthetic. They're evenly matched in this pose, but I personally choose Tonio. Next pose, abs and legs. Out of all of them, this is Tonio's strongest pose. He clearly wins this pose. Very good abs and legs, good slim waist, detailed and deep abs. The quadriceps have good pump and separation, good shape with his lats, pumped and good midsection. Mikal's quadriceps look great, the waist is wide, the abs don't look as detailed and separated. I think posing halfway to the side doesn't suit him because it makes his oblique look too wide and doesn't show as much width. Here Tyler said something that really made me laugh, like, I don't know exactly what adjustment could help him. It's like there's no way to make this pose work. He says that if he does it another way, maybe with the hand variation on the waist, like Bonak or Keon does, I think, that it might look better and that he really needs to work on this pose. Very dominant for Tonio. Totally agree. Tonio's abs and legs pose seems honestly just insane to me. 4-3 for Tonio. Favorite, most muscular pose. Mikal's is crazy good.
Crazy good.
He really loves saying crazy, doesn't he? You can see all the details in the shoulder and arms, striations in the chest. The legs are balanced with the upper body, gigantic. Tonio looks good in this most muscular. He has a lot of detail. His chest has improved. His legs look good, tight midsection. But here, for me, everything is decided by the difference in muscularity. You can see the difference in size. A very strong pose for KRIZO that can compete with anyone in the Pro League. For Tonio, for me it would be a 4-4-4 poses for each one. For me it would be more like 5 for Tonio, 3 for KRIZO, but basically the same. And here he mentioned something interesting, which is that the judges were really split. You saw at the end that Tonio won by 1 point. Tyler says that there were 5 judges and that 3 gave the win to Tonio and 2 to KRIZO. Tyler said this phrase, which is, again, you have size, you have condition, you have symmetry, you have balance, you have polish. I only had to look up what you meant by Polish since KRIZO is Slovak. And well, wonderful language. Polish has all these translations. To polish, the wax, the shine, shoe polish, nail polish, the bowl, to groom, to burnish. I think what he means here is that it's polished, that it's perfected, that it's sculpted. That's what polish is about as I understand it. The ball. According to Tyler, there are many ways to judge a bodybuilder, and everyone excels at something different, so how do you decide which one is better and what matters more? And here he says exactly the same thing I said in my analysis, which is that the judges lean towards the symmetry and beauty of Tonio's physique, who brought very good balance and symmetry, with which he can match and surpass the monstrosity of KRIZO. That if you go pose by pose, even though they were tied, he was significantly superior in the poses he won. Tonio destroyed KRIZO. He wiped the floor with him, especially in the abs and thighs pose, in the rear lat spread and the front lat spread. While KRIZO, in the poses where he was superior, it was only by a little, it wasn't something so obvious. That dominance in other poses led them to give it to Tonio. He also says it will be exciting to see them compete again in Pittsburgh next week with other top competitors. I'll make a video with analysis and predictions for you. So stay tuned to the channel. He mentions that in third place is Brandao, who can improve the width and density of his back, and also his physical condition, which was solid from the front and side. Not spectacular, but from the back it wasn't good, and he needs to come in harder. Tyler, you're copying my analysis again, what's going on? But then these YouTubers don't know anything about bodybuilding. In fourth place is Blessing. He says his legs have improved, but he still needs more. When he says that, I picture him with 4 legs. He needs more legs. He says his posing was better, that he controlled his midsection more, and that his condition was the best he's seen this year, but that he can still improve. And that's it. And my hot take is that there is no hot take. I pretty much agree with Tyler. This gentleman follows my channel, he watches my videos, and he always tends to say the same thing or something similar. Just kidding, but it seems like it. We always agree. What do you guys think? If you enjoyed the Judge Crazy video,
Give it
your support, and don't forget to check out the channel. There's a lot of content. That's it. KRIZO YT Bodybuilding signing off. See you next time.